Hello everybody, welcome to our presentation. This is our country, Portugal, which includes two islands, Madeira and Azores. Our government policy is a democracy, a republic. Aníbal Cavaco Silva has been the head of the country, our president since 2006. Pedro Passos Coelho is our Prime Minister and the President of the Socialist Democratic Party. Our capital city is Lisbon. It is where the Parliament is located and it is one of the most densely populated cities in our country. It is the seventh destination mostly visited in Southern Europe. In 1994, it was entitled the European Capital of Culture. And in 1998 it hosted the Expo. The Old Yellow Tram is a touristic attraction in this city. Guimarães is said to be the crib of our nation. If you visit this city, you will read the words Aqui nasceu Portugal. Portugal was born here, on the castle's walls. Dom Afonso Henriques was our first king. Joana Vasconcelos is a modern artist. Much of Vasconcelos' work deals with feminism as well as social and political issues. Vasconcelos appropriates, decontextualizes, and subverts pre-existent objects and everyday realities into sculptures, installations, performances, and video or photographic records. She has made exhibitions in Lisbon, London, Manchester, Budapest, Paris, Venice, Barcelona, Vienna, Istanbul, and Moscow. Portugal is famous for its mild temperature and sunny days, beaches and big waves attractive to surfers from all over the world, such as Gareth McNamara. Coração de Viana. This sculpture she is doing is known as the Viana Heart. This object actually is made of filigrana, kind of gold thread. However, in this sculpture, the artist used plastic forks. This heart symbolizes profane love between a man and a woman. In Portugal, there are a few monuments you can't miss. Panteão Nacional, Palácio da Ajuda, Torre de Belém, Palácio de Mafra, Mosteiro dos Jerónimos, Mosteiro de Alcobaça, Mosteiro da Batalha, Convento de Cristo. There are also some celebrities you must know. Luís Vaz de Camões, kind of a Portuguese Shakespeare, wrote the Lusíadas, which tell us about the courage of the Portuguese people and their adventure in the world conquest in the 16th century. Fernando Pessoa is the Portuguese poet whose work has been translated into most foreign languages. We are really proud of José Saramago, a Portuguese writer who was awarded Nobel Prize in 1998. Amália Rodrigues, who died a couple of years ago, was one of the most famous singers of fado worldwide. Fado is a typical Portuguese melody, usually sung solo and played by guitarists who use a musical instrument typically Portuguese, called guitarra portuguesa. People associate its melody with feelings of sadness, failed love affairs, saudade, the feeling of missing something. Fado has been recently considered World Cultural Heritage, and it has a museum in Lisbon, which is visited by lots of tourists every day. Equally important in the sports field is Eusébio, nicknamed Black Panther, who, in spite of being deceased, is still praised by all football fans. Who doesn't know Cristiano Ronaldo, the best football player in the world? This is our football team. Portuguese goods. Vinho do Porto does not need any presentation. You all know how it tastes, I guess. Natas make part of our yummy pastry. The Portuguese usually eat them either hot or cold, sprinkled with cinnamon and icy sugar. Some of you have already tried them. Cork is a Portuguese product and recently has been much used in the making of several accessories, including jewelry. Peneda Gerês Park, one of our first naturalist sanctuaries. It is situated in the northern region of Portugal, whose green landscape is really breathtaking. This park has been shelter for the Iberian lynx, a rare species running the risk of extinction, and it has been a successful experience so far. Cozido à portuguesa, papas de sarrabulho, francesinha. Natas, arroz doce, vinho do Porto. Bacalhau com natas, carne de porco, feijoada à transmontana. This is Braga, our hometown, which is a busy, lovely city and in 2012 received the title of Youth European Capital. Landmarks worth visiting, said Braga, Museu dos Biscainhos, Bom Jesus, Arcada. Here are some festivals we have in our city. One of the most popular festivals in Braga is São João, which is celebrated on the 24th of June. On São João's Eve, people gather in the streets and rush through the main streets downtown, hitting with a plastic hammer or a smelly lick on people's heads. The city gets really pretty with all the electric decoration and several stalls where people can have grilled sardines and pork meat. As Braga belonged to the Roman Empire, quite recently it has been reliving the Roman markets. People from the villages nearby participate enthusiastically and the school-aged children impersonate different characters of that period, dressing up Roman costumes, and the atmosphere for 1 week is an attraction for both locals and tourists. Before Sunday Easter, there is another festival in Braga, well known abroad, which is the Holy Week. Its religious parades should be seen at least once, particularly the Dead Lord Parade on Good Friday. And finally, Braga's football team.